Hey everyone, so in this video we're going to create this wind cutter attack animation. Here's what it looks like. We have these wind blades circling around. We often see this in games as a magic attack spell. So this is what we're going to try to make. Let's hide this first and start from scratch. First we're going to add in a curve circle. Go to top view and then go to edit mode. And then to make the mesh, we're going to select these 3 points. And then right click and then delete the segment. And then we can move and rotate these points to how you want your curve to be, your wind blade to be. Let's do that. Good enough. Right, next we're gonna have to put some geometry into this. Let's go to our curve properties here and then go to geometry section and then extrude. Around 0.1 is good enough. So now we have a geometry, but we don't want the ends to be like this. We want this to be just flat. So we're going to select this vertex, go to our item, transform properties, and we're going to turn the radius down to 0. Then we're going to do the same thing for the other one. Then we're going to leave this one as is. And this is the basic mesh of it that we're going to use. And now we just have to put in the shader. Let's go to a shading tab. So now that we're in a shading tab, let's add a new material to our shader. Okay, and then let's delete the principal BSDF. And then we're going to be using a emission and transparent BSDF, and then mix shader. We're going to connect transparent to the top, emission to the bottom, and we want this to be transparent, so we want to go to our material properties and the blend mode alpha blend. Don't want shadows. We have right now, it's just white. Now we're going to add in a noise texture along with its mapping node, and then texture coordinate node. Generated vector and then vector to texture. Put this into vector. Okay, and then we can see some noise here. The first thing we want to do is try to scale down all the x to 0.1, y 3.5, and the z-axis up to around 9. Now it's just like these lines here. This is going to be our wind line streaks. You can also put up the scale here, get some more. I think around 7 is good. Alright, so now we have to put in our color ramps to get some transparency in. And put it between right after the noise texture. And let's put down the black to around the middle. That was okay. And now we can change the color of our wind. Keep it white if you want. I want to make it mine light green. And then I'm going to put up the emission a little bit. 3.5. Okay, and that's basically it for the shader. Not really much. Now to make it all those blades that we saw in the first one, the original one, we're going to be using geometry nodes to make those instances. So we're going to go into our geometry nodes tab. We can just go from here, geometry node editor. We're going to add in a new one. And then come over here. The first thing I'm going to do is get an instance to points. And we're going to have the input as the instance and the instance the output. Right now it's not showing anything, but we want to multiply the instances and make multiple meshes. So we're going to use a mesh line. This one has to connect to the points. All right, so now we have it looking like this. Right now it's offset on the z-axis by 1 meter, and then there's a count of 10, so there's 10 of them. We don't really want this. We want everything to be in the center, so we want everything to be 0 on the z-axis. Everything's on top of each other right now. And then we can leave the count as 10 for now. And now we want to rotate it in a circle. So do that. We can do this, but we want to have a more control over it. So we're going to go to utilities, rotate Euler. We're going to connect the rotation to the rotation of the instance and points. And we're going to change the axis angle and then to local. So this is going to change the angle. And then we can also change the axis here if you want. Some more control, and then we want to randomize this now. We don't want to make everything manual, so we're going to add in a random value. And this is a vector, so we're going to choose vector and we're going to plug it into the rotation. Now we have this. Right now everything is set to minimum is 0 and max is 1. So we can increase this. Let's make everything around 20 or 18. 20 is okay. So let's make everything 20. Right, so now we have different lines all around. And then, so right now, all the meshes are the same size, so you don't really get anything in the middle. We want to randomize the scale too. So we want some in the middle, some larger than the others. So let's add in another random value and plug that into the scale. All right, now that looks better. So we have some more in the middle, some are bigger. And now we don't want the minimum to be 0 because we don't want to have nothing. So around here, 0.3 is okay, and then the max wants to be larger, so 0.5 is good. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the geometry nodes, and that's pretty much the whole set. Now to animate this, we can control the seed or the rotation and the seed of the scale. So we can use a driver per frame. So you do hashtag frame here. Then we can do hashtag frame here. Now when you press the space bar, it will rotate randomly and scale randomly. And this looks like a wind counterattack. Alright, that's pretty much the whole effect. Hope this was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.